about tires?
Maybe go by. I couldn't do
Ross is right there. There's your headset.
I haven't gone on air.
Let's go.
Let's do this. Oh, you haven't gone on air?
No.
Oh, we'll go on air.
I have a headset, dude.
Here we are at MTCS, where the Middle Tennessee Christian Cougars are trying to knock off the undefeated Ezell-Harding Eagles.
MTCS coming in with a 3-1 record, or 2-1 record, and trying to improve to 3-1. And MTCS is going to be kicking off to start the game. Ezell-Harding receiving, and we're 15 seconds away from kickoff.
So who do you think is going to win this game, Ty?
MTCS, always big orange. And we got Joseph Peck at quarterback. He's a returning 8th grader who's going to be a really good player in high school, I think. We got a great atmosphere tonight. It's going to be a good junior high football game.
Jackson Arnett to kick off, and we are fixing to be underway. And here we go. Number 21, JP Pride returns the kick for 15 yards.
And the ball is marked at the 44, 43-yard line. First down for Ezell-Harding. Ezell comes out in the pistol formation.
Number 34,
Jaron Puckett on the catch.
Jackson Arnett.
And Jackson Arnett with the tackle.
It'll be second down and 5 to go.
From the 48-yard line of Ezell-Harding.
I catch so much background noise if I turn it too much. I'll tell you next time.
Second down and 5 from the Ezell-Harding 48-yard line. Number 9, Casey Burks on the run.
Casey Burks.
There's a flag down in the backfield.
Casey Burks is still on his feet, but there is a flag, and there's a big hole. And it...
Hold on, folks. This could be coming back.
He's brought down at the 4-yard line.
There is a flag down on the play.
Ty, it looks as if he's just running over people right and left. He's quite a big dude.
He made a Barry Sanders move. He went from the left side of the field all the way back to the right, and, well, one of our Cougars, number 65, just got blindsided, and it looks like he's shaken up on the play.
Number 65, did you say? I thought you said 85. Oh, man.
There's a penalty against the MTCS Cougars. So the ball
is called against the Cougars. Very unusual call.
blocking the back on the defense.
How can the defense block in the back?
Well,
And now it's first and goal from the 4.
from the 2.
From the 2, actually. Ezell-Harding's going to try to punch it in early with 6:57 left in the first quarter. Our score is still 0-0.
Penalty is tacked on the end of the run.
I've never seen a block on in the back on the defense.
Never in my
In
life.
the I formation, And it's going to be a touchdown, Ezell-Harding.
Yeah.
Number 9, Casey Perkins on the
Casey
It's gonna-
Perkins with the touchdown.
It's Casey Burke's tie.
Casey Burks, correction.
Somebody told me it's Casey Burke's. Casey Perkins. Yeah. It's gonna be tough to stop this guy.
He's already got about 60 rushing yards, so
60 rushing yards in the
Cougars are
first
in.
minute and a half.
Cougars are in for a long night.
official timeout.
I'm not making fun of him. I'm a neutral. I'm neutral.
And there's an official timeout on the field.
I said it's gonna be hard to stop him. That's not making fun of us.
And Ezell is going to be going for 2.
Defensive end turns in and the back goes out. His job is to get outside and turn it back in.
For future reference, moving your mic up to your head is little to nothing with those headsets. So next time just tell me and I'll turn you down.
How does it?
They're good mics.
Like this one is a directional mic. They have to pop it into it. Yeah, those are he'll pick me up. What's out here? I'm not getting paid to be up here. Is it on what? Is it on now? Is it feeding live?
And we are ready to resume. Ezell trying to go up 8-0 with 6:48 left in the first quarter.
And the run goes to the fullback, and he is stuck.
He stopped at the line of scrimmage.
Evan Upton, he is stopped. Who stopped?
Evan Upton was stopped
No, I haven't.
on the.
Who made the tackle for it? Who made the tackle?
Whoever's playing up front.
Who tackled it?
Number 42 on the tackle for MTCS.
If you waited that long,
Lost. You can still hear. I can hear you whispering.
so I'm serious.
Ezell-Harding ready to kick off, and the MTCS Cougars ready to receive.
Turn me down. I asked you to do this. No, we turned it down.
Get on it! Get on it!
Oh.
And I think Ezell recovered the kickoff, bounced off a Cougar, and Ezell's ball on the
The kickoff is
47-yard
fumbled,
line
recovered
of the
by Ezell-Harding,
MTCS
first
Cougars.
down.
So MTCS is yet to be on offense, and Ezell just scored 15 seconds ago. First and 10. Ezell from the shotgun. And a reverse.
Number 7 on the carry.
Evan Upton tackled. Looks like a yard short of the first down. There might be a measurement.
Mason McDonald.
He is a yard short. Second and 1 from the 38-yard line. Ezell in the I formation. Number 9, Perkins on the carry. And he's
Oh,
tackled
and he's
for
tackled.
a big
Number
loss.
53, Madden Pack with a sack.
Madden Pack with the 6-yard loss.
Official timeout.
So it would be 3rd and 7 for Ezell on the 45-yard line.
Plus, it's recorded, so a lot of people will go back and watch on TLS things mostly.
At least they don't know.
An official timeout.
I mean, they're practice, mostly practice. Not actually people watching. But like the high school games, a lot of people watch those.
Daniels, what are you doing up here? What are you doing up here? An incomplete pass? They go out of bounds. I was just looking.
And we are ready to resume play. It's 3rd and 7 for Ezell-Harding. The Cougars looking for a 3-and-out. Shotgun formation for Ezell. Speed option, and Madden Pack cannot make the tackle. And
Casey Perkins
And he's
breaks
gone.
away. And
He is
for
gone.
another touchdown.
touchdown Ezell-Harding again.
He just reversed his field and everybody scattered.
Casey
Number 9,
Perkins
Casey Perkins on the keeper.
again.
Touchdown Ezell-Harding.
And he broke the 100-yard rushing mark
Already.
already with 5 minutes left in the first quarter.
Clock.
So it's 12-0 in Ezell going for 2. Fumble snap and
Failed 2-point conversion. yet
another
again.
failed 2-point conversion. So it's 12-0 with 4:50 left in the first quarter. Ezell is beating MTCS. And MTCS is yet to be on offense.
And go up there and see if Miss Virginia is happy. Miss Warren. Why would she be happy? Yes. She told me to get this song.
No.
You could just videotape. They'd never have to hear you talk. Yeah. So basically, you just get to work.
MTCS is about to receive the kickoff.
Bailey Phillips kicking for Ezell. And another squib kick. And MTCS has not yet to get it, and they fall on it at the 32.
There's a flag on the
There's a
play.
flag.
Looks like it's going to be a late hit.
Late hit on Ezell.
Andrew McConnell recovers the kickoff. A late hit by Ezell-Harding.
Andrew McConnell finally recovered it at the 32, and Ezell with a 15-yard personal foul.
15-yard penalty from the spot of the foul. First down, Cougars.
So first down
Let's
at
see
the
what
46.
Joseph Peck can do here. Maybe he can light a spark for the MTCS Cougars.
MTCS does need a spark right now because they need a score and fast before this thing gets out of hand.
So here we go from the 41-yard line. First and 10 for the Cougars. 46-yard line, excuse me.
I formation for the Cougars. Fullback dive, and he stopped for a gain of
Number
2 to 3
27,
yards.
Taylor Garner on the carry. Gain of about 2 yards. Brings
Taylor
up second
Gardner on the
down.
carry. Brings up 2nd down and 8.
Is Grant not playing? He's hurt.
Walker Compton on the carry. And
And
he's dropped
is there a
out from-
fumble
Oh,
and
Number 48,
recovered
Compton
by
on the carry.
Ezell-Harding
Ball is
at
turned
the
over.
47-yard
Recovered by
line.
Ezell-Harding. 2 plays off.
2 plays and the Cougars are back on defense. 3:47 left in the first. It is 12-0 Ezell-Harding. Falls down for a loss of 4 yards.
Number 2 on the is sacked in the backfield. Bailey Phillips.
Bailey Phillips just tripped in the backfield. I do not know what happened. Looks like he tripped over the 50-yard line.
You know, you think at this point they just keep giving it to number 9.
Casey Perkins is running all over this defense. Why not just give it to him? Two running backs in the backfield for Ezell-Harding. Quarterback boot, and he's going to be stopped in the backfield for a huge loss.
Number 2 sacked in the backfield by number 53.
A loss for about
Madden Pack.
7 to 8 yards, and Madden Pack with another tackle for loss.
I really want to say Madden Pack goes by captain. I turned it down. I want to say Madden Pack goes by captain, or his nickname is Captain.
You're loud enough out here, you can pass mine.
There's a secret meaning to this thing, man. It doesn't even say on air.
So 3rd and a mile for Ezell. One running back in the backfield. Casey Perkins thought about passing, but now he's going to run it. And he's brought down for a gain of 10 yards, but it's still going to be 4th and 12.
Number 9 forced out of bounds by number 42, Parker Bates. Brings up 4th down.
And the
And
ball
about 11 yards to go.
So 4th and actually 11, so it was an 11-yard gain. And Casey Perkins on the punt. And it's a fake, but he almost found the ball, reverses his field. Madden Pack can't make the
Walker
tackle.
Compton.
They still can't bring him down, and he's finally
sacked
brought
in
down.
the backfield by number 53, Madden Pack.
Madden
Madden
Pack
Pack with the sack.
and number 9 shaking up, so MTCS might be in
Might
for
be.
a win.
They might be giving a break here.
After a loss of 25 at least, we finally bring him down. I don't know what he was doing, but he just kept going back and back. And I think the coach might have something to say about that.
He seems a little bit frustrated here.
So MTCS gets the ball back again, hopefully not giving it right back like they did last
Let's
possession.
see what they can do. They got a little bit of momentum here. 1st down and 10.
About the 29, 28-yard line.
24-yard line
24-yard line.
of the Ezell-Harding Eagles.
shotgun for the Cougars.
Joseph Peck takes
Joseph
the
Peck
snap.
on the quarterback keeper. And there's going to be a block in the back after a touchdown. But Caven Hill with the block in the
Joseph
back.
Joseph Peck scores, but this might be coming back.
A block in the back or a hold, one of the two. It's a hold. It is a hold.
Be a 10-yard penalty from the spot of the foul.
I'm going to have to bring it back
Repeat
10
first down.
yards, so
That was a weak holding call.
it's going to be still first and 20. So the Cougars have a lot of ground to make up. Joseph Peck, shotgun formation, and it was a muff snap, and there's actually a flag
on the play.
A flag is going to be a false start
False start is the call
on
against the Cougars.
the Cougars.
Repeat first down.
So we're at first and 25 now.
Let's see what they can do.
When he does this.
And the Cougars are going the same direction as Ezell was last possession.
I don't think you start the clock like that.
He went like this.
That means you started when the ball snapped.
Okay.
Joseph Peck still in the shotgun for the Cougars. And
Another flag on the play.
another flag.
Looks like offsides against Ezell-Harding.
They got
First
him.
down.
They got Ezell on the hard count, and it's going to be first and 20 again. So we still have yet to advance to second down. In the first quarter is 54 seconds left. Ezell is still 12-0. So first and 20, MTCS is still in the shotgun. Yet to run their second play of the drive. Low snap, option. He's good. Cuts it back. And down at the 26-yard line.
Justin Perigo on the carry.
A 9-yard gain
Gain about 9 yards, brings up second
on the
down
play.
and 11.
Brings up second down and 11.
And that is the end of the first quarter with Ezell winning 12-0. And we're going to switch sides. And hopefully MTCS can make a score to cut within one possession. And the Cougars are returning to the field as my partner Lawson Pitts bails on me. So you're stuck with me for now. So it's 2nd and 11 for the Cougars. And they are in the shotgun formation. 2 receivers on each side. Another option. Pitch it too high, and he's tackled ball, but he's down. Fumble, but his knee was down. Loss of about 4 to 5 yards, so it's 3rd and about 15 for the Cougars. Cougars are still in the shotgun formations. 3 wideouts to the right. Caven Hill all by himself to the left. Low snap. You want to throw it to Caven? Oh, he dropped it. And he had some room to work. Caven Hill with a drop. He had some room to work if he would have caught that. So 4th and 15. For the Cougars. Ezell trying to get the ball back, but the Cougars are going to need a long run or a long pass to get the first down. 2 wideouts on each side. Shotgun formation for the Cougars. Quarterback draw, and he's got some yardage, and he's going to be stopped about 2 yards short of the first down, so Ezell-Harding will get the ball back.
Stop short of the first down. Ball turns over on downs. First down, Ezell-Harding.
First down, Ezell-Harding on their own 22-yard line. They got 78 yards to score, and it looks like Casey Perkins, the running back for Ezell, is not on the field yet. He was shaken up after the last possession. But we have a timeout. Ezell-Harding is 6:55 left in the second quarter. Ezell-Harding is still winning 12-0, and that is their first timeout of the half. And we are ready to resume back in play as both teams take the field. It's 1st and 10 for Ezell on their own 22-yard line. And what's really helping the Cougars defense is Madden Pack. He's had a pair of tackle for losses for this defense. Flag, and it false start on the offense. So it's going to be 1st and 15 for Ezell-Harding. So we're going to replay first down. Ezell-Harding in the shotgun formation, 2 wideouts. Handoff, number 14.
Number 14. Ethan Schutz on the carry. Stop by number
And that was
27,
Ethan Schutz.
Taylor Garner.
And Taylor Gardner on the stop for the Cougars. So 2nd down. for Ezell-Harding.
Well, Ty, let's hope the Cougar defense can do a little more with a longer field to work with here.
And it's 2nd and 15, so they only got back to the line of scrimmage on that play. They get 3 wideouts to the right for Ezell. Motion, now it's 4. Screen play, but there is a flag on the field.
Flag on the play.
And a nice gain, an 9 yard gain, but and I don't know if this is coming back or not. I think it is coming back. It is coming back. Illegal procedure on the offense, so it's going to be 2nd and 20 for Ezell-Harding.
Illegal procedure is the call. Repeat, 2nd down.
I think it was the guy was in motion.
So the Cougars, if they can get 2 more stops, they will be back on offense.
And right now, Ty, that's exactly what the Cougars need. They need to get back on offense and see if they can put some points on the board.
Because if Eagleville scores, it's going to be a tough time trying to come back for this one. Toss to Casey Perkins, and he's got room. He's got the outside edge, and he's out of bounds. Is it a first down? I think it is.
Forced out of bounds by number 42.
A 22 yard gain for Casey Perkins.
That first down is going to hurt them right there. Had them right where they wanted them, and they need a pivotal stop. And unfortunately, just couldn't come up with it.
They couldn't come up with it. I think the defensive end got too much inside, and I don't know where the corner was on that one. Eagleville, Ezell, quarterback keeper for Bailey Phillips, and he's tackled only for about a gain of 1.
Number 2, Bailey Phillips on the carry. Stopped by Madden Pack.
Madden Pack with another tackle.
You know, Ty, I've seen lost opportunity after lost opportunity. The Cougar defense needs to start making that first tackle.
And they're not wrapping up. They're not hitting. They're sliding. It's like Ezell has butter, and we can't wrap them up.
We're swarming the ball, and that's good to see. But we really need that first guy to make that tackle. Otherwise, it's 3-4 yards every play.
Madden Pack misses it, and
luckily there was a host of Cougars there to help him out.
So he lost. A loss of 2. It was a blown play.
Brings up 3rd down.
Brings up about 3rd and 8. This may be a good opportunity for the Cougar defense to make a stop here.
The Cougars really need a stop. They had the opportunity last set of downs, and they couldn't pull it out, but now they can stop them right here. Looks like they go to the same play, but it's not blown up this time. Cuts it upfield only for about a gain of 4 yards. So it's going to be about 4th and 3, 4th and 4 for Ezell-Harding.
Brings up 4th down and about 5 yards to go.
Cougar defense desperately needs to stop. They've got to get the ball back in the hands of their offense and get an opportunity to put some points on the board.
That indeed. It's actually 4th and 5, so only a gain of 3 on the play. They need to buckle down, make this stop, and hopefully get some points on the board.
We got 3:30 left to play in the 2nd quarter here at Throneberry Stadium. Cougars can get the stop, maybe get the ball back in their hands, and hopefully a quick score before the half.
They would like that.
I'm sure they would.
It's like it's actually a punt, almost blocked. Casey Perkins on the punt. A pretty decent punt. Pins the Cougar inside the 30-yard line.
from what we've seen out of the Cougar offense today, this is going to be a pretty tall order. Hopefully they can pull it out, see if we can get at least 6 on the board for the half.
Yes, 6 points, and they're one possession, and that's where they want to have it so they can have a chance to win the game at the end. 2 possessions is too much to overcome at this level of football in the 4th and 3rd quarter. But they can get it done because they have some really skilled offensive players. They're just not catching the breaks so far.
So the Cougars come out 1st and 10 with 3 minutes left to play here at Throneberry Stadium. See if they can put something together.
3 wideouts to the right, 1 to the left, shotgun formation. Pass play, Caven Hill who catches
It's
it.
incomplete across.
It is complete
It is complete.
Number 9,
for about a
Hill.
7-yard gain.
Brings up 2nd down.
So it's 2nd and 3 for the MTCS Cougars. A nice pass and a nice catch.
It was.
Anytime you're moving the ball forward, it's a good play. And the Cougars, if they can get a 1st down and keep these chains moving, because they only got 2 minutes, 25 seconds to punch it in before the half. And they got a substantial amount of field to get there. Hand off, and Taylor Gardner breaks a
Nearly
tackle.
stopped in the backfield.
Fumble though.
Fumble. Recovered
And
by the Cougars.
Number 27 on the carry.
But he recovered it at the marker. So 1st down Cougars.
Josh Letzer, resulting in a Cougar 1st down.
Well, let's see if we can keep that pattern.
We were lucky there was no defenders around right there. That was a break that we needed. Hopefully we can still keep the momentum and score. But Taylor Gardner has to hold on to the football.
As we break the 2-minute mark here, Cougars come up 1st and 10 at their own 40.
I formation for the Cougars. Hand off to Taylor Gardner again. He gets a
Got
big
some room to
hole
run.
Number
for about a
27,
6-yard
Taylor
gain
Gardner
on the
on
play.
carry up the middle for about 9 yards. Brings up 2nd down.
Cougars come to the line with 1:25 left in the I formation.
The Cougars have got to try to stop the clock this play if they can get it out of bounds.
And a pitch. Can he get the 1st? He got the 1st and more.
Can. 1st down, Cougars.
On the carry, Justin Perigo, and that's
Gain of
another Cougar
6 yards
1st
on the
down.
play. 1st down Cougars. Joseph Pegg almost tackled, but he got the ball out of his hands
You got time
on the pitch. And a great open field run by the running back.
Well, we're finally moving the ball pretty good with 3 timeouts left with about
We
a
just
minute
burned
8.
one. We just burned a
Just
timeout.
Timeout Cougars. That's their first. They still have 2 left. The minute and 8 left here. Do you think they'll have enough time to get it in, Ty?
I think they do. They got it in Ezell, half of the field. They're on the 46, and I think if they can keep producing positive yards, about 8 yards, I think they can get it.
Well, I guess we'll find out.
It was the first 4 minutes of the game that really hurt the Cougars.
It was.
Ezell scored on the first drive, and then they recovered an onside kick and scored on the very next couple of plays.
And that onside kick really killed them. I think there's going to be a lot of special teams practice in this next week.
Oh, yes. And the Cougars, if they can score, might try an onside kick of their own.
Hey, since we're getting close to halftime, you need to like work the clock.
So we're coming up 1st and 10 with a minute 8 to go here before the half. See what the Cougars can do.
But 1st and 10, they're going to come out in the I formation again. It's been working for them for the past couple of plays, so they're going to stick to it. And off to Taylor Gardner up the middle, and only a gain of 3-4 yards.
Taylor Garner up the middle for gain of about 3.5 yards. Second down.
Now we're under a minute.
Cougars gonna have to watch the clock here.
Got 2 more timeouts, coach. You can't take
They're gonna go a no huddle. They got 2 timeouts. They might want to burn one after this play.
Another run up the middle.
Taylor
He's got
Gardner
room
with a
to
big
run.
run. He's got room to run. Hurdles a defender inside the 25.
Taylor Garner on the carry.
A nice
First down.
pull on that one, and he busted a big one for about
Let's make some noise.
20 yards.
That one helped right there.
That really,
With 37 seconds left, 1st and 10, we may just have enough time to get in the end zone.
an incomplete pass won't hurt them in the situation either if they pass the ball right here. They need about a 5-yard gain. Call timeout. Joseph Peck fakes the handoff outside.
Get out of bounds. It's number 1.
Breaks a tackle, cuts it back.
Somebody block, for God's sake.
Down inside the 8-yard line.
On the carry.
The Cougars
That's
need,
another MTCS Cougar. First down.
and it
We
is
have
first
another
down.
first down.
And is it did we call it? Coach trying to call a timeout.
We have a 1st and goal situation here. 17 seconds left.
Timeout.
Timeout MTCS Cougars. That's their 2nd of the half.
That's their second timeout.
And they're in the red zone trying to make it in the end zone right here. This will be huge for them. A huge momentum swing.
We got 1st and goal. 17 seconds, 1 timeout. They might just do it.
And they get the ball right after halftime.
This is true. Then come out, score right here. Come out after halftime, another drive like we've seen. We may just have a tie ball game.
We
Or-
might.
If all goes well, a couple 2-point conversions, we may be up by 4.
Maybe up by 4, and that will be a huge advantage for the Cougars.
It will.
It's more fun to watch. It's more fun to watch the block.
And I think if Joseph could have got a couple more blocks, we would actually have a touchdown right now.
I think you're right. Well, let's see if I can put it together right here and get it in the end zone.
They still got 1 timeout remaining.
That timeout's going to be pivotal.
As both teams return to the field, MTCS trying to punch it in, and looks like they're still from the I formation. It's working so far on this
It is.
drive.
Oh, offsides.
Encroachment on the defense. Ezell-Harding.
We'll take it.
Ezell-Harding.
That will take him inside the 5-yard line.
Repeat first down.
So it's still going to be 1st and goal for the Cougars.
That's a 5-yard penalty. We only got a 3-yard penalty the other day.
We got 3.
Yeah, because I guess they're saying half of this.
I formation.
Go, Joe.
Joseph
Let's go.
Peck throws it. Touchdown!
Touchdown!
MTCS Cougars. Joseph Peck with
Mason McDonald.
the pass,
Touchdown.
and Mason McDonald on the catch. They were on the same page, and Ezell had a big blitz, and Ezell has a player down, shaken up.
Now that is exactly what we needed. If we can get 2 more points right here on this conversion, get the ball after half, put it back in the end zone, we've got a ball game.
Yes, sir, we do.
What's the symbol for that?
Official timeout because the scoreboard keeper did not run the clock on that last play.
Matt, you need to run fast. I mean, you said you're pretty fast. You probably could be Usain Bolt.
So we will have an official timeout.
Did you say how far to?
And that was a nice score for
It
MTCS.
was a pivotal score, especially when their offense hadn't been doing much. Got a good stop on defense.
And put 12 seconds back on the clock.
12 seconds on the clock, please.
Let's get
Timeout.
back into the way.
MTCS Cougars are going to discuss what they're going to try to do on this 2-point conversion.
That is our 3rd and final timeout of the half. But with only 12 seconds remaining, shouldn't hurt them too much.
If Ezell doesn't return it for a touchdown, the Cougars are in great position to get the ball back after half, drive down and score, and maybe take the lead.
You know what, Ty? I wouldn't be real surprised to see a squib kick out of this Cougar special teams as we come back with so little time left in the half.
Squib kick is probably all they can do at this point at their age.
Probably right, Ty.
And the defense returns as the offense, the Cougars, talk it over. So it is 12-6. Ezell still winning as MTCS trying to get that 2-point conversion.
There's a Cougar timeout winds to an end. 12 seconds left here in the half.
And they're going to come out in I formation.
See if the Cougar can put 2 more points up on the board. Those may come back to really haunt Ezell.
There's a peg, runs into his own player, but cuts it back and he's in.
And he has those 2 points.
Joseph Peck on the keeper for the extra point.
In a game like this, those 2 points may decide the game.
They may have.
Yeah, clock to 12 seconds. Chris.
As MTCS, if I were them, I would just to squib it at their front line, maybe get a bounce off the leg, recover it, knee it, go into halftime with a 4-point deficit, come back, and try to score on their first possession of the second half.
We got to remember, Ty, the Cougars are receiving the kickoff started this second half.
Yes, they are. Ezell elected to receive at the beginning of the game, and it was a very quick 12 points for Ezell. Very quick. Within the first 4 minutes of the game. But the Cougars had a nice drive, and now they're only down 4. It's 12-8, Ezell-Harding.
Here's our cameraman has just had a bit of a distracted moment. So he just turned the camera onto the moon for reasons unbeknownst to us.
And it is a great day to play football.
Yes, it is.
Cougars in the bunch kickoff formation. I say kick it to the big man right there standing in the middle. Cougars spread out, ready to kick off, and
Kick is up. It is short, just like we expected.
And he falls down.
on it. So we have 10 seconds left in the half here.
the Cougars can stop Casey Perkins, running back for Ezell, on this play, I think they should be good. But if he can find the edge and got room, he's gone.
He's done that before. He's had some really big plays in this game that have resulted in some Ezell touchdowns.
But he had one play on a fake punt that was just disastrous, a 25-yard loss. But the Cougars could not punch it in earlier. They got Casey Perkins snapping, taking the snap, I'm sorry. Are they going to try to throw a Hail Mary? They throw it deep, and it's a flag.
There's a flag on the play.
With 3 seconds left in the second quarter. Is this going to be pass interference on the defense or offense? Actually, it's going to be on the offense. An ineligible receiver downfield.
5-yard penalty plus the loss of down.
playing downfield, and I think if I'm Ezell, I just run it up the middle, run it out before, because it looks like they're going to try to throw it again, and this is picked off. The Cougars will try to run it back to take the lead right before half. So here we go. Casey Perkins on the side. He bobbles the snap, but the Cougars cannot get there. A deep
Passes
throw.
up.
And it's caught by Ezell. Cuts it back. And he could go all the way. Touchdown. Ezell-Harding on the Hail Mary.
And that one's going to hurt him. That one's going to hurt.
Ezell-Harding's prayers were answered on that one.
Cougars had it down to a 4-point deficit going into half and gave up the very last second touchdown.
There should have been a pass interference. He pushed off, and the refs didn't see it. And then Ezell, they must have prayed before that play because their prayers were answered.
Do they know that quarter's over?
And the quarter is over, so Ezell's going to try to go into halftime with the 10-point lead, or if they make this a 12-point lead. It's 18-8 right now. In the I formation. Hand off to Casey. Tries to bounce it outside. And he's pushed out of bounds. He didn't get it. He did not get it. And that is halftime as the Cougars are losing right now, 18-8.
And your MTCS Cougars, 8.
So we've got a 10-point deficit going into half with the lead 18-8.
And that was a momentum killer for the MTCS Cougars. A Hail Mary at the very last play of the half.
Now Ezell goes into the half, leading by 10. Cougars do get the ball at the start of the second half. We've seen both good and bad from the Cougars.
Yes.
Their last drive finally got something put together where they had been a little weak earlier, but their defense really has to step it up. They've got to quit giving up those really big plays that Ezell has just absolutely gashed them with.
Yes. Ezell has had about 8 to 10 big plays, and it's really shown up on the scoreboard right now.
It has, and they really haven't had much else.
And now your MTCS Cougar cheerleaders.
Oh, yeah.
This is Carl Mathis and Ty Hageman with Cougar TV, live from Throneberry Stadium with the junior high game, MTCS Cougars versus the Ezell-Harding Eagles.
And tomorrow night, the high school plays against Cascade.
They do at Cascade. That's going to be a big one.
It's going to be a tough one. Last year, it was an ugly blowout as the MTCS was on the losing end.
Cascade, just like many teams in the district this year, has been really hurt by graduation. So we'll see. If there's a year for the Cougars to win, this one's going to be it.
They almost beat Ezell last week, but Ezell had a strong fourth quarter.
They did. Cougars were really looking good those first 3 quarters, and just the wheels kind of fell off that fourth one. So let's hope that we can play the full 4 quarters tomorrow night at Cascade and see if we can't come away with a W.
And if you are in town, try to make it to the Cascade game if you are a Cougar fan. And we'll be back in a couple of minutes.
And we are back. About to kick off the second half here at Throneberry Stadium. We got the MTCS Cougars 8, Ezell 18.
Ezell kicking off.
Cougars getting ready to receive. They had a really great drive in the first half. Brought it back up to 8-12, just a 4-point deficit. Very manageable ball game, and then gave up a very last-second long pass that really hurt the Cougars. So let's see if their defense can step it up. See if we can cut out some of those big plays that Ezell really has been having all night.
I agree. And that play, last play, should have been an offensive pass interference, but the ref didn't catch it.
Have to agree, but you know what? Sometimes that just happens.
Referees don't catch everything, and they say holding happens every play, but maybe not. And
Start of the second half.
the talk at halftime for the Cougars was just probably defense, all defense.
I have to agree there. The offense started out a little slow, but we saw some really good things at the end of the first half.
And it's picked up and bobbled out of bounds at the 22-23 yard line.
So we got
Bad break.
Yeah, it was. We got a bit of a long field here for the Cougars, but if they can put together a drive like they did to end the first half, maybe we can put at least 6 back up on the board.
But the defense has to make the crucial stops.
They do. Got to get us a good score here. See if we can get the defense to step it up and get the ball back in Cougar offensive hands.
And they should be in business.
They should.
And the ball is actually on the 20-yard line, as that ball was going out of bounds too. I don't know why he touched it, but sometimes you just get the bad breaks and you just got to deal with it.
1st and 10 Cougars. See if they can put together a good drive here to start off the second half.
They're in the shotgun, moving away from the I formation.
Surprising, that really worked for them at the end of the first.
It really did.
Excuse me, first
Madden
half.
Pack on the jet sweep. He's got room to run. He gets a block and only about a 5-yard gain on the play.
Walker Compton on the carry.
You got 3 plays, 5 yards. That's all you need.
5 yards brings up second down.
We can just keep moving those chains. See if we can keep the defense, give them a little more rest. Maybe we can get a crucial stop.
Maybe. And we need it at this point because 10 points in a junior high game is tough to overcome. So now they are in the I formation. Maybe they can move the ball really well like they did at the end of the first half. And a fullback dive, he's got room to run.
And it is the
Big
Cougar
gain.
first down plus some.
27, Taylor Garner
Moving
on
the
the
chains
carry.
again.
And that's
See if we can
another
continue
MTCS
this just
Cougar.
like at the end of the first half.
Yes, sir. 12-yard gain for the Cougars. Taylor Gardner with the run. He's had some really good runs recently. He almost lost a fumble, but, you know, he's been really stepping up for the past couple drives.
Tell you what, we saw some really good things out of the Cougar offense these last 3 minutes or play or so. End of the first half, the beginning of the second one.
Gardner with another run, and
Some good yardage after the initial hit, and that's what you need. That's how you keep those chains moving.
a really nice gain for about 4 or 5 yards.
About 4 yards.
And that's keeping them honest right now. If they can get that about every play, they should be moving the ball really nicely, giving the defense plenty of rest. But there are also some players who play offense and defense, so they may be gassed. The I formation for the Cougars. Hand off, cuts it up. He's got room to run. He's still on his feet as he trucks an Ezell-Harding player.
And that's another Cougar. First down.
A huge gain, about a 20-yard gain on that run.
Grant Pickard with a huge run there down to the Ezell. Looks like the 39. We may have another good opportunity to score here. We may have a ball game yet.
They're still in this. It's early, and they needed that run to build momentum. I formation again. Why go away from it? Another handoff. And he trips over his own player, but he still gets a couple yards.
Number 48, Walker Compton on the carry.
Walker Compton with the carry.
Brings up second down.
Got about a 2nd and 9 situation here. Cougars just been running the ball, really moving the ball well down the field.
And it's working.
It is. It is. This I formation has really worked out for them this drive and the one to end the first half. See if they stick with it. And it looks like they will.
Yep, they will. And they've only passed it about 3 or 4 times and only connected twice, and one for a touchdown. Taylor Gardner on another. No, Joseph Peck fooled me.
With the keeper.
Number 8, Joseph Peck on the carry.
Bringing up 3rd and what appears to be about
Gain of
6.
1 yard. Brings up 3rd down.
3rd and 6, 3rd and 7.
Yep. It's about like 3rd and 7.
They really need another big play right here to keep the chains moving.
We do. We've got to get this first down. Got to keep this drive alive. Got to put at least 6 on the board. But unlike Ezell, we did complete the 2-point conversion, which they have not for any of their 3 scores. So if we can continue that trend, we would not be.
Taylor Gardner with a big run.
The 1st and change.
Wait, there's a fumble.
There's a fumble.
And Ezell's got it.
It does look like that. Let's see. Hey,
No.
they give it to MTCS.
MTCS recovered it.
With the first down, a big play right there to keep the chains moving.
He ran over him and then he lost it. I thought his knee was down, but the ref threw the marker, but we got it back. So a really lucky break right there for the Cougars.
Very lucky break. Keeps this drive alive. Gives us a very good opportunity to score right here.
And that was a really good 15 to 20 yard gain, and that's what they needed. If they can get another 20-yard gain, they'll be in the end zone right now.
Coming in the shotgun, it looks like something we've
Shotgun.
only seen a few times this drive.
They were in the shotgun a lot first quarter, so it didn't work. So they moved to the I in the second quarter, and that really worked for them.
Oh, looks like a botched snap. There's a flag on the
Another
play.
one, another botched snap. He needs to get the ball above the ground.
Cougars.
Got a false start on the Cougars. Penalties have played a big factor in this game. We've had a lot on both sides.
Yes, we have had a bunch of penalties today.
1st and 15 for the Cougars. 4 minutes left in the 3rd quarter here at Thornberry Stadium.
And Ezell's still yet to have an offensive. This possession has been a really, really time-killing possession.
It has. And honestly, right now, that may be what the Cougars need if they can get at least
There's
6
a peck on the
board
quarterback.
here.
Oh,
and he
fumble.
drops fumble.
And
it looks like Ezell's going to come up with it. Who are they going to give it to?
Fumble on the play, recovered by Ezell-Harding.
And it is an Ezell-Harding ball. That hurts right there.
That hurts. And it's a turnover inside the red zone.
Especially with the Cougars down by 10, they really needed that score right there, especially after eating up over 4 minutes on the clock in this 3rd quarter.
Yes. That was a great possession just to go to waste.
That it was. But the bright spot here is the Cougars are really moving the ball, so if we can get a quick stop right here, but the defense is really going to have to step it up. Ezell didn't have many long drives, but just lots of long plays.
Long plays.
So let's see what Ezell does here. The reverse. Oh, hitting the backfield, not brought down.
Cuts it up for about a gain of 1.
And it comes back to the Cougars have got to make that first tackle. We've had some really great breakthroughs on the line of scrimmage, and we just cannot bring them down.
Gain of about 3 yards. Brings up 2nd down.
Brings up about 2nd and 6 here.
And the person I do not see on Ezell huddle is their big playmaker, Casey Perkins, number 9. He is not on the field.
He received an injury late in the 2nd quarter, I believe, and was really the big playmaker for Ezell. He is definitely going to be noticed on that offensive side of the ball.
And he was the one that threw the long pass. It's tipped and could not be intercepted.
Knocked down, brings up 3rd and 6. Let's see if this Cougar defense can get a stop right here.
They really need the crucial stops like we talked about, and if they can get it, this game could be theirs, but that turnover just a few minutes ago killed them.
Pass was broken up by number 27, Taylor Garner.
Comes down to
Brings up third down.
2:48 left in the third
7
quarter.
yards to go.
This quarter was really eaten up with that long Cougar drive, getting them down to the red zone where they fumbled the ball. Ezell's ball now, 3rd and 6.
And a shotgun swing
There's
pass.
a flag on the play, tipped. It
Almost
nearly
intercepted. But wait, it's a backwards pass.
Will they call that a backwards pass?
Touchdown!
And touchdown!
Touchdown, MTCS Joseph Peck with the fumble
That
recovery.
is just what we needed right there.
But there is a flag.
Number 56, Madden Pack.
What will
with
the
tip.
flag be called earlier in the play? Will it be on Ezell? If so, that touchdown will stand.
It is on
It is
Ezell.
on Ezell.
Procedure was the call against Ezell-Harding. That
So the touchdown stands. The score now 18-14.
They really need this 2-point
They
conversion.
do. If they can get this 2-point conversion, it will bring it to 2.
It will bring it to 2. And not only that, if Ezell scores and misses another 2-point, then
We can still come back.
we
with a
can
single
still come
score.
back, score 2-point conversion. It's tied up.
That was huge right there, especially after just a few minutes ago, that fumble in the red zone after that long Cougar drive. That really kind of took the wind out of their sails. Now they are back with 6 more points on the board, hoping to make it 8 right here with 2:43 left in the third quarter here at Thornberry Stadium.
And that was great awareness by Joseph Peck, realizing the whistle had not blown, not giving up on the play. And when you don't give up on the play, good things happen. He keeps it. Can he get it in? Cuts back.
And he
got
does!
it. He got it.
Brings it to a 2-point game with 2:43 left here in the third. That was big.
That was huge.
That was big.
So do not count the Cougars out just yet.
Great play by Joseph Peck, realizing that was a backwards pass, scooping it up and putting it in the end zone. Leading to 8 points for the Cougars.
And what really sparked that fumble was the defensive end broke through, went to the swing, tipped it, and
Yeah, just a great play all
It was a great
around
play.
for that Cougar defense. And what we said is the Cougar defense had to step it up, and they sure did right there.
yes, they did. Yes, they
The
did.
Eagles without a single first down on that drive. And then the tip, the scoop up off the fumble, and 6 points turns into 8.
And those 2 points really
They
hurt
do.
Ezell in the long run.
They have not scored a single 2-point conversion on any of their 3 touchdowns. Cougars completing both of theirs.
Yes.
That's 4 points. That adds up quick in a relatively low-scoring game like this.
Ezell could have 24 points if they convert all of them. And completing 2 could really help because it's still one possession, because if the Cougars score, I mean, it'd be tied at 22 if they stop them, but they don't complete them, and it's hurting them right now as we speak.
But like we said, the Ezell really did not have many big drives. There was lots of big plays. That was very evident when they could not.
Oh, here we go. Onside kick.
Onside kick. Oh, it will not go.
Did not go
the 10
5
yard.
yards. He touched it about 9.
Will not go.
1 more yard, they would have got it. That would have been huge. That would have been
huge.
First down.
Especially after in the very early part of the game, Ezell scores a quick touchdown. A very similar onside kick bounces off the Cougar front line, recovered by Ezell with another quick score, puts them up 12-0 very early in the first, and the Cougars have been fighting back ever since.
Yep. And I like the decision on that one because it caught Ezell off big time.
It did.
Their front line, they weren't ready.
No, they weren't. We got 2:43 left. Ezell 1st and 10, nearly on the 50.
Bailey Phillips
Caught in the backfield for a loss.
swallowed up in the backfield for a 3-4 yard loss. Madden Pack again. He's had about 4 to 5 tackles for a loss this game.
Loss of about 3 yards on the play. Brings up second down.
The Cougars defense has really stepped it up here in this second half.
They really need another turnover or a 3 and out.
That they do is get the ball back in the Cougar offensive hands, and if they continue like we've seen them in this second half,
They will take the lead.
that they will.
It's 2nd and 13 for the Eagles. Reverse.
Reverse. It
And
looks like
he's
he's got
got a
room to
big-
run. No one on the
he's got
corner
room.
there.
And he's
Cuts it back up. That was not a good decision. He should have continued that one onto the sideline. Decided to cut it up, and it looks like he regrets it. Brings up third down, about 6.
But it was still a great gain, but it would have even been a better gain if he would have continued out
That it would.
his path.
Maybe even an Eagle first down, which they really needed. Let's see if the Cougars can put together a stop right here, get the ball back in their offense's hands.
We're under a minute and a half left in the third quarter, and we got a great football game so far.
That we do. This third quarter's absolutely flown by after over 4 minutes eating up by the Cougars' first drive of the half, getting into the red zone and then unfortunately fumbling it. But getting a fumble back,
Here we go.
putting it in the end zone.
They're going to give it to their playmaker, who's going to get the first down and more.
First down and change there, and that will be a first down Eagles, and
Number 9, Casey
really hurt the
Murfreesboro
Cougars right there. They really needed
resulting
to
in the
stop.
Ezell-Harding
They
first
really
down.
need that stop, hoping to get the ball back.
Just over a minute left to play in the third here at Throneberry Stadium. Right
But-
now we have the Ezell Eagles 18, MTCS Cougars 16.
But even if Ezell scores on this drive, they still, and if the Cougars stop them on the 2-point conversion, it's still a one-possession game.
It is. It is. Those 2-point conversions are really going to come back to haunt Ezell, I'm afraid, in the end of this game.
I formation for Ezell. Give it to the fullback, who powers his way for about
Number 34,
4 yards, 4 solid
Stop
yards.
by number 89, Mason McDonald.
And if you're Ezell, you got to love the position you're in to go up 8 points knowing you can stop on the 2-point conversion and eat some clock. They really need to eat this clock
They do.
if they want to win and want to stay undefeated.
We've got under 15 left to play here in the third quarter. Ezell with 2nd and 5 on the Cougar 30.
And I think this is gonna be, that was the last play of the third quarter, and we're heading to the fourth quarter.
And we are headed
And that's the end
to
of
the
third
fourth,
quarter.
MTCS 16,
Ezell-Harding
Ezell-Harding Eagles 18. We've seen some really great things out of the Cougars here in this third quarter. A really big drive to start it off, fortunately resulting in a fumble, but Ezell goes off on their first drive. A tipped pass resulting in a fumble.
And it was backwards. It was a backwards pass, so that's why it was a fumble.
Backwards pass resulting in a fumble after the tip. Scooped up and ran in for 6. 2-point conversion was good.
And like I said, if you watch that play, everyone just kind of stopped because they thought it was incomplete, but no whistle was blown. Joseph Peck picked it up, and it really sparked the Cougars right there.
That it did. The defense has really picked up. Just like we said, they really need to, not giving up those really big plays that they had earlier, resulting in really all 3 of the Eagles' touchdowns.
So if you're the Cougars coach, you really need to talk about crucial stops right now.
That they do with just the fourth quarter left. 8-minute quarters here, this junior high game.
And you know what also today is? It's the first day of college football, so a lot of people were looking forward to that today instead of junior high games. But we're here, and we're commentating, giving you the latest highlights and updates of this game.
For any of you just tuning in, this is Carl Mathis and Ty Hageman here at the junior high game of the MTCS Cougars versus the Ezell Eagles here at Throneberry Stadium
Second down, about 6 yards to go. It's
with the
31 yards.
Cougar TV network.
2nd and 6. And they're marching into the Cougar territory. Hand off, and he's going to be met. No, he breaks the tackle. He's out on the sideline.
And that is a first with some change right
First.
there. That's really going to hurt.
That is really going to hurt him.
And again, we get back to that Cougar defense has got to make that first tackle. Too many times we've had, flag on the play. Let's see what it is.
Holding on the offense.
Holding on the offense. That is going to be big for the Cougars right there.
That is huge. It's still going to be second down, though, but it's going to be a 2nd and 10 from the spot of the foul.
Well, most importantly, it's not going to be a first and first down, Ezell inside Cougar territory.
And that helps the Cougars. 2 more stops and they get the ball, hoping to get the lead here in the fourth quarter. And they really need a lead right now in the fourth quarter.
That they do. Brings up about 2nd and 9 for Ezell. See if the Cougars can get this crucial stop.
They're in the I formation. Give it to their playmaker, who gets some yardage and more. But it is going to be 3rd down.
It will be 3rd down and very short.
Number 9 on the carry.
3rd and 2, 3rd and 1 actually.
3rd and about 2. See if Cougars can make this extremely important stop right here in their own territory.
They need to force a turnover, make defensive stops, and they got to do it right now.
That they do.
Because if Ezell gets this first down, they could eat up another 3 to 4 minutes of the clock like the Cougars did. Because they're not moving it very far right now. They're just getting little here, little there, and maybe a little average medium yard gain that gets from the first down. And we're actually measuring.
Let's see if we have first down here. This is actually the first time in this game that Ezell has really put together a drive. Before we've seen a lot of just really big breaks.
It is a first down.
And it is a first down.
Ezell-Harding.
And that is going to hurt the Cougars right here. See if we can make a stop and hopefully do one in a pretty timely fashion. So there's 7:31 remains in the game. The Cougars trailing 16-18.
What was the beanbag on the field for? Did he fumble or something? I don't know.
Ezell looking to go up 1 possession and maybe even 10 points. If they can get a 2-point conversion, they really needed a 2-point conversion, at least 1.
That they do. The lack of them so far with their 3 scores has really hurt them, but has given some real light to this Cougar team.
And their playmaker, Casey Perkins, number 9, has helped them in the long run. He has been there for them when they need a big play. And it looks like he's going to try to get another one. And he's going to be stopped. No, he cuts it back up. Runs over a Cougar for a gain of 8 yards.
Number 9, Casey Perkins
And he's
on the
shaking
carry.
up on the
Stop
play.
number 8,
He is
Joe.
shaking up.
We saw him out for a couple drives there, which seemed to really boost the Cougars on both offense and defense, finally coming back into the game and making some big runs. And again, we come back to the Cougars have got to make
That
first tackle.
He had him in the backfield.
He
and
did.
He even stumbled, and the Cougars just couldn't corral him and make the tackle.
Chris, did they? Okay. I stopped.
Brings up about 2nd and 4 for the Eagles. But number 9 is leaving the field.
He looks like he's cramping up, or it could be an ankle injury.
He's really favoring one leg here. And you hate to see somebody hurt, but that is really going to help the Cougars right here
It really is.
in the last 6 minutes, 30 seconds of this fourth quarter.
So they got 2 backs in the backfield for the Eagles. And Ezell, another missed first tackle. He missed 3 tackles. And he's tackled
finally
out of bounds.
out of bounds.
Number 14
Around the
was on
10-yard
carry,
line.
forced out of bounds by number
First
20,
and goal for
Andrew
Ezell.
Cobb, resulting in an Ezell-Harding first down.
3 missed tackles, and they could have been all for losses. And just elusiveness by the running back gets him the first down.
That it does.
First and goal.
The Cougars
at the
have
10.
got to make that first tackle. And really on that play, we would have settled for the 2nd or 3rd tackle. But unfortunately, we just couldn't make it happen.
So first and goal from the 10-yard line. They're in the I formation. The 2 receivers to the left, 1 to the right. Hand off to the running back who stopped in the backfield.
Oh, there's a flag on the
there's a
play.
flag.
Stopped in the backfield by number 53, Madden Pack, and number 27, Taylor Garner.
Madden Pack in the backfield,
There is
but
a flag on the play.
they might have got him with the penalty. But it is on Ezell, so it's actually a holding on Ezell-Harding.
That is a big break for the Cougars right here.
So it's going to be a repeated first down and 20 now.
Holding Ezell-Harding.
What a
10-yard penalty.
huge break for the Cougars right here.
Repeat first
As it
down.
remains first and goal, but with a much more manageable distance for this Cougar defense.
Yes.
So you could leave.
The absence of Ezell's star running back really being felt by this offense.
It really is, because if he's not in the game, they really can't make the big play. They get a really good play, but they don't get the great play they need.
See if this Cougar defense can put together this pivotal stop right here.
They need 4 stops and the ball and a score to take the lead.
With under 6 remaining in this fourth quarter here at Throneberry Stadium.
And this has been a very quick game.
That it has.
Little
dropped
confusion there in the backfield.
That is going to be big for the Cougars.
The quarterback didn't know where to hand it off, and the running backs were confused too, and it worked out great for the Cougars.
That it did.
So second and goal from the 24-yard line. So they have a long way to go to get a touchdown.
And a great opportunity right here for this Cougar defense to make a stop, get it back in the hands of their offense.
Again, it comes back to crucial stops, and on this drive, they haven't made many.
This last couple of plays eating up an entire minute. We're down to 5 minutes left in the fourth
And it's
quarter
a
of
toss
this ball
play.
game.
He's
Give it
corralled
back.
in the backfield.
Hey, there we go, and there we see that Cougar first tackle that we've been looking for all night.
A loss of 5. It's still 3rd and goal, folks.
Cougars
We're
been-
on the 29-yard line.
Cougar's been given that kind of opportunity all night long with those tackles in the backfield. Unfortunately, too many of them have gone missed, but finally we get one brought down in the backfield for a big loss.
And Ezell's playmaker, when he's not on the field like he isn't right now, it really hurts him as we're watching this game.
That it does. We got 3rd and a mile here for the Ezell Eagles. See if this Cougar defense can't make a stop.
They need 2 more stops right here, and they get the ball back. But we're closing in on 4 minutes left in the fourth quarter.
This game is absolutely flying by. A bobble snap. There's a flag on the play.
It could be on the defense, but he stopped in the
He stopped with a major loss.
By number 27, Taylor.
This Cougar defense in this 3rd and 4th quarter has absolutely eaten up Ezell.
Now let's see, is it offsides, legal procedure? It might be legal procedure, no. It is legal procedure.
Legal procedure is the call.
That's their 4th
Penalty
call
declined,
of the
resulting in
game.
4th down
Penalty
and goal at the 45-yard line.
So it's 4th and goal from the 35-yard line. They have substantial amount of field.
That they do.
And
Ezell star running back making his way back in the game, having to go out twice for injuries.
he may be cramping up, and when he was running out on the field, he still looked like had a little limp.
He did. He looked like he was favoring one leg. So let's see how that affects this Ezell offense.
If I was Ezell, I'd just get as many yards as I can. So they're going to give it to their star, cuts it back up. No, Madden makes the tackle.
Brought down right after the line.
Touchdown, Cougar!
Madden Pack with another big tackle. He has been huge for this Cougar defense.
Number 9, the star running back for this Ezell team, really looked like he wasn't 100% right there. Really not having those big bursts of speed that we saw from him
He's on
earlier.
defense right now, and he's limping. He is limping.
He is. We are not seeing those big bursts of speeds like we did him at the beginning of the game that caused so many of those big Ezell plays.
We got 3 minutes, 29 seconds left, and the Cougars they got decent field position, but if I was them, I would not go to the shotgun, stick with the I formation, and it looks like they're sticking with the I formation.
And we've seen 2 drives of the Cougars, both longer than this, one resulting in a touchdown, the other getting it to the red zone and eating up over 4 minutes with 3.5 left to play.
Gonna give it to Taylor Gardner again, and he's
Oh,
met
just
immediately.
Small gain, if any at all.
Immediately at the line of scrimmage.
Brings up second
He
down.
may have gotten half of a yard on that one. It looked like he had a scene, and then the linebackers, great pursuit on the ball, make the tackle. So we got 3 minutes left here in this fourth quarter. Ezell still winning 18-16. Cougars, they really need to score right here. They really, really need to score to take the lead, possibly win the game. Same play.
Man at the line.
Fumble.
Fumble.
There's a fumble.
It appears to be recovered by MTCS.
Fumble on the play, recovered by number 8, Joseph Peck.
The quarterback for MTCS recovers it.
Loss of a yard.
He's
Bringing up third
jumping
and
up
10.
and down. So now it's 3rd and 10 again, and you got to go for it.
Timeout.
We got timeout for
You
the
got to
Cougars
go
there
for it.
first. 2 remaining.
On 4th down, you got to go for it.
That you do. You got 2:46 remaining. 3 and 10. Excuse me. 3rd down, 10 to go. Cougars trailing 16-18. With a few big plays right here, a real opportunity to go up on Ezell late in the 4th.
And the Cougars took a timeout. That was our first of the half with 2:46 left.
It'd be big to see the Cougars, especially in the second half, have put together a lot of big drives, but not a lot of huge plays. And unfortunately, they may just not have enough time to get the ball to the end zone without a few big breaks. So let's see if we can get them.
And if they can't get the first down on this play, they really need to get a good chunk of it.
Let's go, Cougars.
About 7-8 yards on this play to really have a really good chance of getting it on the 4th down.
See them back in the shotgun.
They're back in the shotgun. 2 receivers to the left, 2 to the right. No, 3 to the left. Joseph Peck on the run.
With the keeper.
Makes the man miss. And a fumble,
A fumble
and Ezell's
recovered
got
by
it.
Ezell.
Ezell's got it
He fumbles the ball.
with really great field position.
Ezell-Harding.
That one is going to hurt. We saw some great things out of the Cougar offense. Unfortunately, this drive, when it really mattered, they just could not put it together. We got about 2.5 minutes left in this 4th quarter. Ezell 1st and 10.
With a 2-point lead, and if the Cougars need 4 straight stops right now or a turnover. They really need a fumble and a fumble recovery, maybe with some yards, because they have a long way to go if they get the ball back.
And we have to remember that even with an Ezell touchdown, with the way, well, really the lack of 2-point conversions of theirs, if they do not get it, it would
It's
still be a
still
one-possession
one-possession
game. But with the way these two teams have been
Casey
eating
Perkins
up
on the
time,
carry, breaks the tackle, breaks a couple of tackles, still on his feet, and finally brought down.
Number 9, Perkins on the carry, stopped by number 8.
And again, we
Joseph
come
Peck.
back to that Cougar defense first tackle. We have got to make those first tackles and quit getting up those 5-6 yards gains.
And we're closing in on 2 minutes of the game.
Will the Cougars have enough time to get the ball back and take it down the field?
It's 2nd and 5. They need 3 stops right now, and they need them in a hurry.
Ezell's running back, number 9, really their star this entire game, back in after an injury. And it looks like
encroachment, offsides, and it's going to be a first down to Ezell, and that might have done it.
that is going to hurt right
The
there.
Cougars still have 2 timeouts, but it's going to be really hard to bounce back from that penalty.
Cougars having some real trouble putting the ball on the ground
Cougars.
this game, and it's really come back to hurt them.
Yeah, 4 to 5 fumbles, 2 to 3 of them they've lost, and Ezell in the I formation, 2 receivers to the right.
We got 1:50 left to play in this fourth quarter. It's
Fullback handoff, and he stopped.
stopped at the
immediately.
line.
Immediately he has stopped.
Number 34 on the carry, stopped by Madden Pack and Taylor Garner.
But
Madden
unfortunately,
Pack with another tackle.
with another, he's had quite a few. Unfortunately, a stop may just not be good enough for the Cougars with only 1.5 minutes counting down left. They really need something big to happen here. A
They
stop,
need-
even for no games,
they
is
need
not
to-
going to do it.
They need to stop right here, call timeout, stop again, call timeout. And if they get the ball, well, with no timeouts in under a minute,
Have to
maybe
hope for
even
something
under
big.
30 seconds, that's going to be really hard to overcome.
That it will be.
They're actually a bootleg option, and he stopped for no gain.
Stuffed with a timeout by
Timeout.
the Cougars.
Stop by number 48.
59 seconds left in the game.
Walter
Their
Compton.
second timeout.
It is third down for
Third-
Ezell.
MTCS.
Third down and about 9. See if the Cougars can get really this pivotal stop. This stop may decide the game.
Too many penalties, too many turnovers.
Too many turnovers. Too many penalties. Too many.
Both teams absolutely plagued by penalties this game, and really the Cougars plagued by turnovers.
Yes.
They had some very crucial turnovers. One after a over 4-minute drive
In the
from
red zone.
from their own 20 down to the Eagles' red zone. Fortunately, just could not hold on to the ball. And really that Cougars' slow start, their first half just was not the best until the very end of the second quarter, and seems like if they'd been able to get it started a little earlier,
And
they might have been in
Cougars-
a better
And
position.
the Cougars had the lone score of the half for both teams. It was 18-8 at half, and now the Cougars scored with the 2-point conversion, down by 2 with 59 seconds left, hoping to get the ball back with just enough time for 3 to 4 big plays.
Cougars living on a prayer here, just hoping something really big happens.
No, he stopped and no, handed it off. I thought he was down. First down and more.
First down, maybe the
Touchdown,
touchdown,
Ezell.
Ezell. And that may just do it.
If they get the 2, there's still 50 seconds left.
Hey, if the quarterback has the ball and his knees on the ground. Yeah, he's laying on the ground.
I thought he was down because the quarterback had the ball. His knee was down. I don't know what the refs are doing, but these are junior high refs, so expect them to make a lot of bad calls.
It did. It appeared that the quarterback was on the ground when he handed off to their star running back, number 9, who then went on to make this Ezell touchdown.
Throw the challenge. Throw the challenge.
So Ezell really hoping to get this 2-point conversion.
50 seconds left in this fourth quarter here at Throneberry Stadium.
Joseph Peck looks like he's coming off the field a little shaken up. If they get this game, I hate to say it, this game is over. Reverse.
With the reverse,
Can they get him? Yes, they got him.
and they do stop him. The Cougars with only 50 seconds to make something happen.
They really need
Grant, Pickard.
a decent return on this kickoff.
That they do. That
Maybe
they do.
they at least need to get to the their own 40-yard line, and they need to get some really, really big plays, and hopefully not turn the ball over.
Possibly expecting Ezell to come out and do what they did in their very first kickoff in the game with their onside kick, resulting in Ezell recovering the ball. If that were to happen here, Ty, that would be the ball game.
A couple knees, and yeah. So hopefully the Cougars are on alert, and the ball comes to them, and they're around the midfield. Just fall on it. If it's an onside kick, just fall on it. But earlier in the game, Ezell kicked it off. The Cougars did that. Ezell got a personal foul and gave the Cougars some pretty decent field position earlier in the game.
They did. So see what Ezell comes out and does right here with 50 seconds left in the fourth quarter here at Throneberry Stadium.
And also, when the Cougars, they attempted an onside on their own, but touched it too early.
Yeah,
And
they
I think
did.
if they would have recovered it and waited,
Might
just
have been
one
ball
more
game.
yard, just one more yard, they would have waited, they would have got it, and it actually could be a tied game right now.
That just goes to show football really is a game of inches. The smallest margin of error can make the biggest difference.
It can.
Scattered all over the place.
And
The kickoff, it is not an onside kick by Ezell. Let's see if we can get a decent return, and he falls on it.
at the 36, 37-yard line,
Maybe a wise move there with
First
no
down,
timeouts
Cougars.
no
for the
timeouts.
Cougars.
That only wasted not even a second on the clock.
the Cougars with time for one, maybe two plays with their lack of timeouts.
If they get a big play, either get out of bounds. They got to get out of bounds because once the changer's set, everyone's set, the time starts again on a first down.
With only 50 seconds left here. Let's see if the Cougars can get something big.
They are in the shotgun formations. Two receivers to each of the side of a quarterback.
Low snap. Flag on the play.
Might be on the offense.
Offsides.
There's an offsides call.
No.
False start.
Procedure.
I think it was on the center again. He fumbled the snap, and that's happened numerous times today.
That hurts. That hurts. Penalties have really plagued both teams, but especially the Cougars, and it has cost them, especially late. 50 seconds left in the ball game. Cougars with no timeouts, maybe time for one or two plays. Let's see if they can make something huge happen.
Screen play to Caven Hill. He's got room to run.
Ran.
There.
Oh, brought down by his
Pass to Caven
shoestrings.
Hill. Complete. Gain of 4 yards. Brings up second down.
Timeout.
Cougars.
Cougars. They had one
Oh,
left.
yeah, you are correct. They did have one. Sorry about that. We misspoke. They did have that final timeout remaining. They burn it right there. Brings up about 2nd and 10 with 38 seconds remaining in this ball game.
I thought he had room to run, but great speed by the linebacker to slow him up just enough so his teammate can bring him down.
That they did. So with time for really just one more play unless we
Get the first.
get the first, have an incomplete pass or get it out of bounds.
1 to 3 plays remaining in this ball game.
And 3 is being very generous. Cougars have it on their own 35. See if they make something happen right here.
Cougars come out in the I formation. Play action, pass, and it's
incomplete.
incomplete, short of his
Pass
intended
ball
receiver.
intended for Caven Hill.
34
seconds
seconds.
remaining. It
Brings
is
up third
3rd
down.
and 10.
3rd and 10.
They have got to make something happen right here.
Ball on their own 36. So they got a
long way to go.
long way. 64 yards for the score.
Cougars down 16-24 with just 34 seconds remaining in this game here at Thornberry Stadium.
Even if they score, they still have to get the 2 to take it into overtime.
Run by Joseph.
There's
He's
a
got
peck.
room
He's
to
got room to
run.
run. Get out of bounds. He needs to get out of bounds. He cuts it back. He's got
There's
a
flag
check.
on the play.
He's
Flag
got
on
a
the
check.
play.
He's gone.
He could go.
He's gone.
And he is gone. That is a Cougar touchdown.
But
There's a flag on the play.
There is a
Will
flag.
it be coming back? That will be an absolute heartbreaker if that one comes back.
I think it's against the
Will the touchdown stand? If it does, with a 2-point conversion, it will go into overtime.
It will, unless Ezell can score.
penalty is against.
Is it against the Ezell
And it
Harding?
stands.
And it stands. They still need to get the 2-point conversion.
It comes down to this last play here at Thornberry Stadium to take him into overtime, and this right here has turned into one heck of a game.
It all comes down to this.
That it does. Cougars have really stepped it up in this second half, making some great things
And-
happen after a relatively large deficit in the first half. This has been one amazing last couple of seconds.
And not to jinx them, but they have made all their 2-point
They
conversions
have.
so far.
They have.
So-
Every 2-point conversion they've had an opportunity to make, they have made, while Ezell has not completed a single one.
They called him for a block in the back.
Comes down to this last play.
Last play of the game.
See if the Cougar offense can make it happen. The atmosphere is
Unless-
absolutely electric here at
It
Thornberry
is.
Stadium.
The crowd is up on their feet,
Noise.
and unless there's a miracle, we get an onside kick and score. But that's asking for a lot to
That
happen.
is, that is.
But Joseph Peck broke 2 tackles and made a move, and that was all she wrote.
Absolutely great run. Thought for sure he would take it out of bounds, take what he got. He did not. Cut it back inside, and sure glad he did with a Cougar
Yes.
touchdown.
So here we go.
This
Getting
last
ready
2-point conversion
for a
to take it into overtime.
Point conversion for overtime. Can the Cougars get it? But wait,
Flag on the play.
there's a flag.
Offsides against Ezell-Harding.
Offsides on Ezell,
Ezell-Harding.
giving us an even shorter field.
Half the distance, unless it's the refs are talking it over.
Half the distance to the goal.
It is against Ezell.
Repeat the extra point attempt.
So they're on the 1-yard line, it looks like now.
Comes down to this last play. After the Cougars, an absolutely monster run.
And it's only junior high football, folks. It is only junior high football. And it's this exciting.
Down to this last play. Cougars have made every single one of their 2-point conversions. Can they continue that streak to take this game into overtime?
And
We have an official timeout. for
Official.
substitution.
timeout substitution for Ezell. And now we're ready to resume. We got 2 receivers each side of the quarterback.
Can they make this happen?
Joseph Peck, is he going to sneak it in? Wait, another
Flag on the
offside.
play.
We decline it! We decline it. Touchdown. They called it against us.
Flag actually on us. Without it, would have resulted in the Cougar 2-point conversion.
Legal procedure.
False start.
So it's actually going to take him back to the 6 now.
Repeat
And-
the extra
But
point
will
attempt.
that give them a bit of an advantage? This gives them a little more room to work with, not crowded up on that goal line.
I think we should.
As we see, Joseph Peck can really thrive with a little room to run, a little room to make a move.
I think what they need to do is a little bootleg with the fullback tight end slipping into the end zone just enough where Joseph can just lob it up for him. But
Let's
who
see.
knows? Let's see.
See if they'll risk it to the pass. So far, Joseph been really great on his legs, making that huge touchdown
Huge
at the
run.
very end to possibly put it into overtime. I would be surprised if they didn't just give it to him and see what he can get.
Go!
I formation. It's worked in the past. Will it work
It
again?
has.
Will it work again?
Comes
Here we
down
go.
to this final play.
Wait. Penalty
Flag
on the defense.
play.
Penalty on the defense.
This game has been so filled with flags.
Ezell's trying to jump the snap at the right time, but it comes with consequences.
That it
Again,
does.
flags on the play.
Wait, it's actually on the Cougars.
Called against the Cougars.
Wow, it's actually against the Cougars. I didn't see anything unusual about that offensive line.
My gosh.
Not either. And this backs up the Cougars even farther, making this last play even more of a tall order.
We can't even get the 2-point conversion right.
Cannot, and the tension just continues to build as we've been waiting for around 5 minutes for this last 2-point conversion to see if we can take this into overtime.
And there's still 20 seconds left in this ball game.
That there is.
Anything can happen in 20 seconds. We scored in 14 seconds with 34 seconds left. So anything could happen in football. I formation for the Cougars. Let's hope there's not another penalty so we can finally get this play down. Snap. Bootleg. Throws
Pass.
it. Intercepted. No,
It is
incomplete.
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 Attempt is no good.
With 20 seconds left in this ball game,
That-
Cougars
Man,
do
that could
not
have done it.
convert this 2 points, and it will hurt them. That would have taken them into overtime after 4 penalties in a row on that final play. The Cougars so close taking it in overtime after having such a good second half,
An
but
update on the scoring.
at the end, those penalties and those turnovers just absolutely killed them.
South Carolina
Yes.
10, Vanderbilt 13.
So the Cougars getting ready to kick off to Ezell with 20 seconds left in the fourth quarter of this ball game here at Cougar.
Onside kick, and they tried to get it earlier. They couldn't wait one more yard. Let's hope they can get this one.
Let's
And
hope so.
and
Final 20 seconds.
maybe
of this game.
Joseph Peck can break another 50-yard run, because we really need this. We really need 2 big plays, and if Ezell recovers, it's over.
That they do, and are those 2 big plays a whole lot to ask after we've had some huge breaks these last couple seconds to get us to the opportunity to take it into overtime, and unfortunately just could not get that 2-point conversion that we needed.
If you really think about it, it comes back to the Cougar defense. If you make the first tackle around the line of scrimmage, maybe we're winning right now.
Very true. That's the thing is, you can't blame this last couple seconds or even this last quarter on the game. At the end, can be mistakes from as early
And
as
it
the
is
first
recovered
quarter.
by
It's
Ezell.
recovered by Ezell,
And all they got to do is just knee it,
that appears
and
to
that
be
is
the
all
ball
she
game.
wrote. That that sealed it.
That did seal the deal from one heck of a ball game. Cougars came out kind of slow, giving up a very early touchdown in the first few seconds of the game. Then an onside kick by Ezell recovered, and another touchdown, taking them up 12-0. Cougars coming back at the end of the first half to score their first 8 after the 2-point
They're down
conversion.
4, and then Ezell had the Hail Mary at the end.
At the final seconds of
play.
the first half.
Let's go Cougars.
Cougars come out at the beginning of the second half, get a touchdown.
Unless Ezell has a brain fart, fumble on this handoff, and not knee it, Cougars pick it up and score. But that is no, they knee it, and that is it. That is it.
That is it. One absolutely amazing ball game.
Very intense game.
That it was, and it comes back to the Cougars. Their defense, they got it off. They got started a little slow. They really needed to make those first tackles when they had the opportunities, not give up those big plays, and the penalties.
The penalties and the turnovers at the same time.
The penalties and the turnovers, and penalties did plague both plays, but the Cougars just got a few penalties at different parts of the game that just really, really hurt them, and that will be our final. Ezell comes up on top, 24-22, an absolutely heartbreaking game. But we see a lot of positives from the Cougars, especially in the second half. We had some really good drives put together.
The offense was really positive.
It was. And really the defense stepped it up in the second half.
They really did.
Saw some good things out of them. Really, if we had a pair of halves like that second one, I think it would have been a completely different ball game. Unfortunately, we just got started slow.
It was a very slow start.
That we did.
A start that we really did not need,
Yep.
and it just comes back to haunt you at the end of the ball game.
That it does. Thought for sure that Ezell's complete lack of 2-point conversions would come back and possibly cost them the game, but unfortunately they were able to hold on there at the end. But I have a feeling that will be a big focus for them in practice next week, making those 2-point conversions that nearly cost them. And the Cougars are really going to have to work on those small flags and making that first tackle. Not giving up those big plays, not giving up those yards after the initial hit. But in the end, a very exciting ball game. Very fun to watch. Sure, very fun for the players. Hope you've had as much fun as we had.
Thank you for tuning in, and
very
we'll
much
be back next home game.
Yeah, we will. This is Carl Mathis and Ty Hageman with Cougar TV, with Cougar Football Live, here at the junior high game of MTCS Cougars versus the Ezell Eagles. And we will see you next week. Thank you.
Nice.